So hello viewers, a warm welcome to part 4 of Oracle. In the previous video we have seen about classes and joins. As a pre-context I am saying that I am not going deep dive into every topic. I am just giving a quick revision of every topic, and you can take it as a mind map if you are revising these topics. So in this part we will see about subqueries. Subqueries is nothing but one query will be written in another query. I will write a simple definition. A query written in another query. Yes, that's it. Then we have types of subqueries. Types of subqueries. In that, first is non-correlated subquery. Non-correlated subquery. In this non-correlated subquery we have again subtypes, but at first non-correlated subquery means the inner query will be executed, then outer query will be executed for one time. So to avoid this confusion I will write about to explain the inner query and outer query. So take this, so we have query, this is the outer query. In this we will have some parenthesis, in this we have inner query. So just see, at first inner query is executed, then outer query will be executed for one time. This is the inner query. At first it will executed in any program, then the outer query will be executed. So in this order, in this non-correlated subquery, at first inner query executed, then outer query will be executed only for one time. In this we have subtypes. So for the subtypes I am writing, in this non-correlated subquery we have single row subquery. That is, it will return only one row. That means whenever inner query executed, only one row is returned. Then we have multi-row subquery. That means inner query will returns more than one row. Then we have inline view. That means the select statement will be written in the query. That is about inline view is also like it will return queries, and it will only in this also inner query is executed, then the outer query will be executed, and that too only one time. Then we have scalar subquery. So these are the subtypes of non-correlated subquery. Then we have another one, that is correlated subquery. So in this correlated subquery is nothing but, in the above definition we have seen, first inner query is executed, then outer query will be executed for one time. That is about the non-correlated subquery. But in this inner query executed, then outer query will be executed for multiple times. That is the main difference between these. It is about subqueries. We will see another topic, that is constraints. Constraints is nothing but these are rules which will restrict the user from entering invalid data or the inappropriate data. So we can simply say it restricts user by entering or from entering invalid data. So these are about constraints. In constraints we have mainly constraints. We have primary key, we have unique, we have not null, we have foreign key, and then we have default, then we have check. Foreign key is mainly the references, so we can say it is a reference as well. So I will write foreign key. References are foreign key. It is better to write in next line. References are foreign key. These are about constraints, and constraints. In these constraints also we have naming constraints. We can name our constraints. Then we have user constraints. This is the table where we can check about our constraints. Where we can check about our constraints and about those information. Then we have two level constraints, that is column level constraint. That means constraint will be defined on the column. Then we have table level constraint. Okay, the main difference between column level and table level is table level column level constraint means only for one column it is defined, but in table level, if multiple columns having the same constraint, then after defining all columns, at the final of the end we will define all the table level constraints. That means all constraints will be defined in the end. Then we have one more concept, that is composite primary key. Primary key we have seen like it won't allow any any duplicate value. Composite primary key means if primary key set it as so we will see, I will write it. If we set the combination of columns as a primary key, so I will write, if we set combination of columns or multiple columns as a primary key, then it is composite primary key. So primary key will have two columns. Based on that, the table will function. Then we have the last topic in this Oracle, that means it is about normal SQL only. In this next video we will see about the PL/SQL. So our another topic is set operators. Set operators is nothing but we will write two queries, or yes, you can say two queries. By using those two queries in the middle, we will write all these operators. So the first operator is union. Then we have union all. Then we have intersect. Then we have minus. So even to use the set operators, we have some rules like the columns which we are using for these operations, they must be same. That means they should contain same data type. And we have one more like this rule, like corresponding column data types must be same in both queries. That means whenever we want to perform these operations, we should have equal number of columns and data types as well must be same. Columns and the data types must be same. So we can use this set operators like that. This is the end of part 4. So we will see about PLSQL in the upcoming 5th part. Thank you.